Alright, so welcome back everybody. You're watching the Premier League Season 3. This is Virtus Pro versus Meet Your Makers. This is Game 1 in a best of 3 series. Now, as you can see, we've had a fast series of picks just because there was some delay getting these teams into the game. Because Meet Your Makers having a slight delay with the Ghostly League. And then apparently, and I say apparently with finger quotes in the air because I can't quite believe myself, NS says he deleted his Dota and we had to wait on him to re-download it. So, regardless of that, we're now about to roll out. So, some interesting picks from Meet Your Makers just because... well, we have a Doom, which we don't see this too frequently. We'll see if he can out-farm his way to, well, basically farm his way to victory. We saw exactly how crazy fast he farmed before. It was actually quite scary indeed, exactly how fat he got. But this lineup here can actually put a fair amount of pressure on him relatively early, although that said, if they're running some kind of trial, maybe not. Because Darkseid by himself won't be able to chase him around that much, and if you've got two under-farm supports, they're not really going to be able to harass him that much, especially not these two. Tidehunter, maybe Disrupt. Disrupt doesn't have that much firepower to throw out, and Tidehunter, of course, again, if he's under-farmed, under-leveled, might not really be able to handle it all that well. It's going to come down to maybe Queen of Pain being able to chase him around a little bit, but regardless, we'll see how this one turns out. Four-man sweep into the friendly jungle at the moment for the dire side. They are just going to be popping down some wards, I think. Tidehunter's getting ready to pop out a lane more down here to check on what's going on, then maybe, nope, change his mind, decides not to. Meanwhile, lane-wise, Enigma will be taking the hard lane at the moment, and Doom will be getting supported by Jakiro. In this lane, of course, Jakiro probably the best. I honestly feel he's the best support at the moment in the game. We will have Windrunner, and I think Windrunner will be taking... actually, I'm not dead sure. Actually, no, Enigma. Enigma will be jungling. Windrunner will be taking the Suicide Solo. He's just sitting over here getting ready to deny a creep. As it looks like VP have to take a 30-second pause now. And while we're waiting, might as well just introduce the players and what they're playing. Alright, so for Meet Your Makers on the Radiant side, we do have Calculus playing the Batrider, Balsam on the Doombringer, Link playing Windrunner, and the Neno playing Jakiro, and Atsi, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, Atsi playing Enigma. Playing for Virtus Pro, we have KSI playing Tidehunter, Airman playing the Shadow Fiend, Bandit playing Darkseid, NS on Disruptor, and what is that? Queen of Pain, how do we pronounce your name? I think he actually possibly DC'd. Nope, can't see it. Alright, just going to call him Tammy for now. Playing the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain going with a slight eco build here. You see he's capping 100 gold, trying to get that bottle out just a little bit more quickly than his opponent, but Batrider is going for a very eco. This is actually a very common build for a lot of solo mid heroes at the moment. 3 branches, 1 set of tangos, and they go straight for a bottle. 350 gold in the bank for that bottle. This lineup, though, I'm a little bit scared for the dire side at the moment. That said, they have a really, really strong combo. It's just how fast this Doombringer can get out of control. So we saw, you got up to some crazy GP, like 700, 800 plus. It was really quite scary, the amount of farm that Doombringer got between Devour and an early Midas.
Battle begins.
It's actually quite ridiculous. I'm also a little bit worried about Shadow Fiend. I mean, a couple of these heroes are kind of vulnerable to the Doom, but at the same time, they do have a really big AoE combo. Vacuum plus Disruptor always causes a mess. Then you've got Ravage in the middle of that, and then Queen of Pain as well. And if you just throw in a Requiem somewhere in there, you're going to get a lot of kills. But that said, as long as the Radiant side stay spread out and don't get caught up too badly, they should be okay, I think. And we see a double Iron Shot already been popped out. Darkseid trying to get this farm happening already, as it looks like Doom is just planning to get he's trying to get a creep. And okay, he's going to open up with the Whirlwind skill at the moment. Says, you know, I might as well, actually I don't think he's waiting for the Whirlwind skill, he's more just waiting to grab a creep straight up as he can devour from level 1, so you know, might as well, it's worth a fair bit of money. He will miss out on this first wave of creep, but he gives it to Jakiro instead, just gives him a bit of extra money. So he doesn't miss out on too much at all. Meanwhile, KSI, looks like he's just poking around for the rune, poking past the rune. He looks like he's going to try and set up a kill here on Link. Link is fairly far back, so he should be alright. He'll see KSI coming from up the river from quite a distance, and you see there he's playing fairly safe at the moment, although if he's not paying attention, he's not paying attention behind him, and it looks like KSI will get him behind Link. Link now. No, nobody is going to back him up, as we have a DC there from VP once again. In fact, it looks like Darkseid is in a bit of trouble, as they're blaming some of the arena once again. Okay then. And Darkseid is level 2, so he does have Surge available. He should be able to get out of trouble. I was going to say, he didn't have Surge up, he was still only level 1, he probably would have been toast right there and then. Even with the Solar Mid, Calculus versus Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain is definitely going to have an advantage here just because she can harass with Shadow Strike from a fair distance away. That said, Sticky Napalm's still going to be annoying, but the main damage that Batrider would be doing with Firefly is not really available to take out Queen of Pain just because she does have that blink to get away. You see there, it is sort of paying off. Also, the extra range Queen of Pain has, it will help her CS quite well. You see that 6-0 compared to the 1-0 for Batrider. Link says you do need to you need to install Dota 2 again. Of course, that was one of the delays apparently. Link trying to stir up trouble in the opposing team. Don't do that, Link. Already had enough flaming from NS tonight. See, Doombringer looks like he's going for a fairly early Basilius ring. It's pretty normal stuff for the Doombringer. Windrunner also trying to pick up the early Basilius smoke there on Tidehunter. You can go for an early gank as well. Can probably take Disruptor with him. Disruptor has some counter wards for early on. Doesn't need any at the moment. Nobody threw down any blocking wards. All the wards for the Radiants are have been placed defensively. Again, looks like both teams going for those defensive laning. These defensive laning wards, which are very, very useful to watch out for. Mostly watch out for TP ganks and also just checking what's going in behind there. That's already. Looks like Queen of Pain is shuttling out her magic wand, which you can't really blame her. She is up against Batrider, and he does love to spam his sticky napalm love all around. Does cause all sorts of issues. Now Shadow Fiend, of course, we've seen him. He is definitely. I feel like Shadow Fiend could be a little bit vulnerable to the Doom. Of course, he does hit fairly hard with his auto take, provided he's got souls squirreled away there, but at the same time he's got a whole bunch of nukes that he can't access if he gets hit by that Doom. I think Link is possibly saying that he needs a ward down there. I'm not dead sure. He's just pinging a lot.